Okay, check it out. I wanted to make this video so I could help you guys, really find out what these free fitness apps on the internet do for you. A lot of people are going that route, which they probably don't have money to pay for a coach. So, like I said before, the information is out there. The internet has leveled the playing field. And there's these macro calculators that you could download for free on, online. But let me tell you this, in the fact that the matter is, like I told you guys before, they're gonna throw you some inflated numbers. When you punch in your height, your weight, your body fat percentage, if you do know it, if you give it as much information as you possibly can, that's cool. It's gonna do its best to shoot you some numbers. Most of the time when I come across these individuals that went and did that and didn't get the results, they're always, those numbers are backwards. They're too high. A lot of times they need minor adjustments, and that's why they're stuck. That's why they reach a plateau, and then now they don't know what to do. Like, they don't know how to break a plateau. They don't know what the next step. Some people, they get some good results, but eventually the body will adapt to those macros, and that's when the problems start. Some of these apps, they don't know how to break plateaus. There's a lot of ways to break a plateau, meaning that you could, manipulate your macros and keep on dropping weight, or doing, introducing other activities, or, a couple of hit cardio sessions, whatever your coach does. But there's ways to break a plateau. Everybody does it different. But you got to know. Most of you guys don't know, because if you guys are getting free information, you guys got to keep going back and forth, doing your research. And then it's trial and error. It's a lot of trial and error. So you could go read and see how to break a plateau. Most of the time, it's not needed, man. It takes experience. It takes somebody that knows what he's doing. So you won't have to worry about all that, looking for information and getting frustrated and impatient because sometimes it's not working fast enough. That's what it is most of the time. It's not that it doesn't work, that supposedly for you it's not working fast enough. And that's when people get frustrated. That's when people, get impatient. Stress management. They don't equate that, it takes, some time. It's going to take, you making those minor adjustments and making sure that, you hit the nail on the head right off the back. A lot of times, if you're not an expert in it, if you don't know what you're doing, then it's going to be a lot of hit or miss. So that's why I need you guys to understand these fitness apps, these macro calculators that you guys could download for free. They're not going to hit the nail on the head right off the back. You're still going to have to adjust those numbers. A quick way to, know if those numbers are wrong is your protein should be at lean body mass of what your currently weight is. So if you're like me, for example, 5'9", I came in at 245 pounds when I got sick of myself, and I said, oh, you know what? That's it, man. I got to hire somebody that's going to show me what to do. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing because I'm going to the gym. I'm not seeing the results. So I didn't know. I didn't even chance it. I didn't even try to go and do the research. And I was already like half-assing everything. A lot of trial and error. So I was like, nah, forget about that, man. I got to just, like I said, put my pride and ego aside. So when I got the coach, from what I know, because like I said, everybody has this misunderstanding that it should be, for example, me, that I was 245, so I was going to have 245 grams of protein a day, because somebody, put that out there and then everybody runs with it. Now we come to find out that no, absolutely not. That's wrong. You do not need, 1 gram of protein per body weight. You have to, remember that's to build muscle. That's to fuel the body. And it's a building block with carbs to build muscle. And you do not need that much protein. So what I came to find out is that, people go by lean body mass. So what's my lean body mass? My lean body mass, from me working out for years, I had a foundation. I had built muscle already. Now we're going to find out how much of it I was, able to to have throughout those years of me training and pushing weight, not in a structured manner, because I wasn't even working on a hypertrophy manner. That's a whole nother, topic. But let's talk about macros right now, because I had that wrong too. There's a lot of shit that we have backwards, and it's time to wake up and realize that that's why we're not getting the results. Because you need coaching, you need mentorship on stuff that we don't know. Like I said, I was 38 years old, stubborn, and my ego pride stopped me from finally reaching out to someone. It would have saved me a lot, and a lot of headaches and a lot of injuries. It would have prevented if I would have got out of my own way. But like I said, let's go back to what I found out. And after doing my research, after paying 3 years of coaching, 2 years of mindset, fitness, nutrition coach, and then a whole year of elite coaching. So like I said, I know this is besides me doing my own study, my own research, and coming back with the feedback and putting everything together where it made sense. Where, like, not only was I being coached and I was listening, I would take that information that I got and then went and find out more information and combine the two and two together and see how off they were. Which, if you get what I tell you and you go to this high level coach and compare it, like I said, a lot of my clients that go to these gyms that have these coaches, bodybuilders, and they ask about my plan, the macros I gave them, and the feedback's always right. The feedback's always like, oh, he knows what he's doing. I get that because I know that I know what I'm doing. So right there, it's just a lot of a lot of experience that people have to go through. I went through it, with myself, and then I done it with many clients now, that I got a lot of amazing results because I know I hit the nail right on the head right off the bat. For example, like I said, a quick tip here for you guys is that protein is lean body mass. Carb is always going to be, at the weight that you're currently at. If you're too heavy, obviously you don't want that much carbs either. If you're under 6 foot and you're over 300 pounds, you do not need 300 grams of carbs. You would have to take away there, and that's another math equation that you have to do. I usually go about 30%, 40%, depending on how physical are you. If you're someone that's always active, that's gonna burn fuel quick, then we keep you at a high range. If you're not, then we keep you at a lower range. See what I'm saying? It's just more than just throwing numbers out there, and especially getting some numbers, random numbers from these macro calculators that are free. So I go dig deeper, like what's your activity level? Because that right there, those carbs, we're going to utilize that, to build that muscle as we're dropping the fat, as we're getting the fat off, getting rid of the fat from you. And then the fats, nobody should be eating no more. Obviously, if you're trying to lose weight, this because you're overweight. You weigh more than what you should be weighing. So right off the bat, ballpark for fats, you shouldn't even be eating no more than 50 grams a day. I don't care, if you're you do work out occasionally or 4 times a day. If you're trying to lose weight, that's telling me that you're overweight. You're not at your weight level. So you have fat, that's energy. So you shouldn't be consuming no more than 50 grams. That from there, it will determine, how drastic you want to take it, how dramatic you want to cut. And it all depends. It all depends. Me, when I talk to my clients, I get to know how of a beast they are by talking to them, what they did, what they done. So then that's when we're going to go more aggressive. If you haven't done nothing, then I can go aggressive because you'll tap out. I'll say, your coach will set you up for failure. A lot of people, they can't, come in at this, journey of weight loss from 0 to 100 and working out as well. You got to get small wins. You got to start building that confidence, whether you do 2 to 3 workouts a week. There's a lot of variables that go into play here. But the point is that, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Do not fully trust the macro calculators that are free on the internet. Pay attention. So I gave you guys a quick, little update and tip on what to look out for. If those numbers are like I spoke about, then there's a red flag. Start adjusting. Let's run it.